Yo, Charlie!
Oh, hey, yeah, what's up, man?
I got a game I think you're gonna love.
What?
It's got everything you love in one compact little game.
You got a game for me? Yo, what's up with that little hair thing right there, though?
Looks like they made it just for you. You're gonna love it.
Really? Is it a tower defense game?
Oh, yeah!
Say no more. Just say no more.
Well, no, we kind of wrote a script where it was going to be like a back and forth thing, like a call response.
Oh.
Where we listed all the attributes of the game.
I totally forgot.
But you kind of ruined that.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize we were...
By saying yes, like on the first one.
My fault, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, we can do this. Let's do
Okay,
this.
from the top. Really? A tower defense game? I didn't know.
You got it. Keep going.
Does it have dwarves?
You bet.
Is it a deck builder?
Yes.
Does it have digging?
Uh-huh.
Is it a co-op?
See.
Okay.
Keep it coming. Come on.
Can you upgrade weapons and gears?
Yes, got that.
Okay, listen, I have to ask this. Does it have combos? What?
Oh,
Combos?
Yep.
Aha!
Yes. What? Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's the name of the game? I have to know the name of this game. What's the name of this game?
The Siege of Runedar, created by the master game designer Reiner Knizia.
Seriously? All that buildup? And that's the name of the game? I mean, we did this whole back and forth thing of all the amazing things it has, and that's the name of the game?
Well, it's from the same guy who made Shoten Toten and Picomo and Kin.
Yeah, but you did all this buildup, and wait, did you say kin? Like K-I-N?
No.
My kin, my cousin.
It's a Q and no U. It's Q-I-N, kin.
Q with no U's. Is that even allowed?
I don't know.
Does the teachers union know about this?
I don't know, man. What do you want me to say? Just come here.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Reiner Knizia is making crazy game names so that his name doesn't sound as crazy in comparison.
What? Who said that? Who said that? Really? Who said that? It wasn't me.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I think the same thing too. He's totally doing that, man. He's totally doing that.
Tabletop board games is what I do. Charlie gonna hit you with the quick review.
The Siege of Runedar is an amazing game, or at least it should be on paper. But just like my reviews, it just falls short. It's got dwarves, it's got tower defense, it's got everything we said in the intro. Super amazing. And when you start playing it, when you open the box, it's just so impressive. Like, just take a look at this. I'm working on it. The box opens up and immediately you're greeted with a castle, like a fort. If you were to just open this up at a table and someone happened to be walking by, they'd be like, ooh, what's that game? Yeah, this is the Siege of Runedar. It stands alone in its unique theming and mechanics. Everything about it, the artwork, the design, amazing. All around, really great job. It reminds me a lot of Dwarf Fortress, where it's dwarves and it's got a fort. I mean, yeah, it's funny, I made a joke about the name of it, but honestly, why didn't they just call it Dwarf Tower Defense? That's all you had to do. Man, that's it. You sold the game. 1 million copies overnight. This game has great storytelling potential. I would say one of the most important replayability aspects of games is the ability to tell unique stories every time you play it. And I would say it's the most valuable aspect of co-op games, because no one's gonna wanna come back to a game if you already know the story, if it's always gonna play out the same way every time. You want that variety, you want it to be kind of crazy, and depending on who you're playing it with, you want it to be different every time. For example, one of the characters we were playing with, we nicknamed him Buckets because he had a big bucket on his head. Buckets was notorious for just running into battle, falling headlong into his own sword, and just creating a mess. Dice everywhere, things flying off the table. 0 hits. Okay. And we'd all be like, oh gosh, here goes Buckets. He's gonna roll again. Hey, Buckets, try not to suck this time.
Buckets, you suck, Buckets.
Every once in a while, he'd get a roll.
Come on, Buckets. Fixture.
He would destroy everything. Buckets. Buckets finally redeemed himself. It just made that experience so much more enjoyable. The way we played, we built our characters to have a specific backstory.
Technically, I can kill a catapult and still be a pacifist. It's not life form.
Yeah, that's true. I like this loophole.
One of the characters we created was scared of heights because when they were a small child, they saw their parents die in a trapeze accident. Yes, it's basically Robin from Batman and Robin.
Holy Polaris!
We decided to build this character as an archer, conquer their fear of height by climbing the tower and shooting that ballista. Building it around a character and having a story arc within the game was actually more fun than winning the game itself, which is kind of what leads me to the issues of the game as a whole. This game can be amazing if it was succinct and tight and just kept to like a perfect timeline. You could tell the fun started to ebb a lot as we were just going through the motions of, okay, now dig here, okay, now go kill that guy there. Hey, Buckets is doing something, let's make fun of him. That was actually more fun than doing the tasks, the chores of the game. It kind of gets repetitive. It gets to a point where you know what's coming up, it's kind of slow, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything new. I want to love this game, but after playing it and beating it, I don't have a desire to play it again. I know how it goes, I know what's gonna happen each round, I'm not interested. When the game starts to feel like a chore, I think it starts losing its fun. Listen, Reiner Knizia, these are the 4 things you can do to really fix this game. Reduce the play time, increase the variety, add the option for more players, and the 4th one. Oh, add more player upgrades, add more crazy upgrades, things that are just weird. If you had each character be a little bit different, a little bit more individualized, it would help the feel of working together as a team. Maybe one character is a little bit better in digging, their backstory is they were a miner and they mined to Moria. Maybe add a push your luck element to the digging. Building on the greed of the dwarves, you could have them dig so much that they might get something good, but usually it's something bad. The dwarves dug too deep. The mercenary cards, look, one easy quick fix, change those mercenaries to be elves. Because hiring mercenaries to help you out, that's not a big deal. But the fact that dwarves hate elves with a passion, hate them. It would be hilarious that every once in a while, you as a group have to decide if you have to get help from a stinking elf. The shame they would get from that. One of the things we noticed early on in the game is you could just let the orcs come in and take your gold. You just had to be selective with which fights you wanted to engage in. You can win the game with still 1 gold left in there. But if you had something where you couldn't reach the highest tier cards without having a certain amount of gold in your deposit, that'd be adding to the theme, I think. No one plays just one game. There are very few games we actually take the time to sit down and master, like chess or poker or those basketball arcade machines that I'm gonna get so good at them. I felt that way with Wingspan, Gloomhaven, and Lost Cities. I could actually increase my enjoyment of this game by investing more time and energy and getting better at the game. It's difficult, but man, it feels great when you do it. See, the problem is the Siege of Runedar is not one of those games. You play it once, you beat it, and that's it. Now, don't get me wrong, it was very fun in the beginning. We were having a great time. I would highly recommend everyone play this game at least once, but that's just a thing. I think it's something you're just gonna play once. But Charlie, you might be saying, you said it was fun, it checked all the boxes. I know, I get it, I'm all over the place on this one. What, are you never satisfied, you fat American pig? Okay, fair, you got a good point there. And I would have to say, even if you have all the ingredients, the setup, the momentum, everything going for it, if you can't land the plane, if you can't get the story to finish on a satisfactory ending, I think you failed. Look at Game of Thrones or Star Wars The Last Jedi. That's a good reference there, huh? The ending is one of the most crucial parts of the game, and this game falls short. It doesn't have an impactful ending to it. You win and you go, oh, I guess we're out, we won, high five. And that's it. Really important, you don't mess up the end. I could have a great review on a board game and it'd be succinct and have all this great stuff, but if I can't end it well, it would just be